Намасте, достум! Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Сегодня у нас очень интересный выпуск. Итак, 15 reasons India is like another planet. Итак, 15 причин, по которым Индия выглядит как с другой планеты. Итак, приступаем к просмотру.
Hey, do you have any plans for your next vacation? How about seeing India? Hold on now. Just because it might feel like it's a world away, both figuratively and literally, that doesn't mean it isn't a tourist-friendly country. And more importantly, a trip to India won't cost you as nearly as much as you think. But first, you didn't think I'd talk about India and not mention the majestic Taj Mahal, did you? This famous Indian landmark has been one of the 7 wonders of the world for quite some time. And seeing this architectural marvel in person
Я знаю историю Тадж Махала.
The construction was commissioned in 1632, and it's believed that it took up to 21 years to complete the entire project. I know you've heard of this monument, but did you know that it's a mausoleum? Yeah, the emperor at the time, Shah Jahan, had this marble structure built to house the tomb of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal.
Мумтаз Махал. Его любовь всей жизни.
Masterpiece built just for her. Since we're on the topic, here's a fun fact. There was an infamous Indian conman who repeatedly sold different landmarks in the country, including the Taj Mahal and the Parliament House of India. He was arrested as many as 9 times, but somehow managed to escape from prison multiple times. During his final escape, he was already 84 years old.
Об этой истории я слышу первый раз.
He was breaking the law. You gotta admit, that's kind of impressive. Anyway, some tourists hope to avoid the crowds at major tourist attractions, like the Taj Mahal, and prefer to take the road less traveled. However, alone time might be hard to come by in India. With around 51 births every minute, that's over 73,000 a day, this country has one of the fastest growing populations in the world. Roughly half of India's population is under the age of 25. Also making it one of the world's youngest populations, India alone holds more people than the entire Western Hemisphere. And with so many people comes a colorful tapestry of cultures, religions, and languages, which brings me to my next point. There are about 780 languages spoken in India.
780 языков? Или тысяч?
Only 22 have been recognized as official languages. Good thing English is in the mix too. India has one of the largest numbers of English-speaking people in the world, second only to the US. This means you can enjoy this super diverse country without needing a translation app on your phone each time you want to stop for lunch or buy a souvenir. Oh, that's right. Your smartphone is obviously your closest traveling companion because, let's face it, taking pictures is probably the easiest way to document your adventures abroad. You'll be happy to know that cell service and mobile internet is very cheap in India.
Это очень здорово.
One more reason why your trip won't cost you nearly as much as you think. You can share every experience and discover with your friends and family back home without breaking your budget. That alone should put this fascinating country at the top of your bucket list of places to visit. Okay, now for another reason India won't leave you with moths flying out of your wallet. The food there is so cheap. Check it out. If you go to a restaurant and order a whole meal with chicken or even fish, your bill could be as little as $1.
Кстати, очень вкусный чай масала. Я уже около месяца пью этот чай. Я безумно в него влюблена.
You can dedicate more of that limited budget to once-in-a-lifetime experiences, something that India offers in a...
Господи, столько мест, это же такая волшебная страна.
Actually, one of these is the food itself. In case you haven't heard of the land of spices, India produces around 70% of the world's supply. That means each authentic local meal will be an adventure itself. Hopefully your stomach will be strong enough to tackle the rich variety of flavors. And for those of you with sensitive taste buds, here's a pro
Я
tip.
надеюсь,
Take small
что
bites
в
to test
ближайшее
the
время я
intensity of the
попаду в
spice
Индию
before biting off more than you
и
can handle.
заранее подготавливаю свой желудок к острой еде и пытаюсь
I also
готовить
have some
сама.
good news for
У меня
traveling
неплохо
vegetarians.
получается,
That may be
и
hesitant about the
остро,
availability of meals
и
suited for your dietary
вкусно, я
needs.
думаю.
India is also well known for being a vegetarian-friendly country. This is partially thanks to religious beliefs. But it's
И
mostly just
насколько
a
я
personal
знаю,
choice there,
в
out
Индии
of respect for
свинина
living beings.
есть харам.
The State of the
Ну,
Nation survey in 2006
вы меня поняли.
showed that up to 31% of the Indian population is vegetarian, and another 9% do eat eggs, but no forms of meat. So enjoying local cuisine isn't reserved only for meat eaters. Like I said before, this is a diverse country with enough variety to suit anybody. Do you think I forgot about you sports lovers? Well, if you love sports as much as experiencing new cultures,
Одни фильмы чего стоят, там одни бодибилдинги в главных ролях.
cricket is the most popular sport in the country. Much like soccer in
Но
Europe
крикет
or football
я
in
до
the
сих
US.
пор не до
So
конца
why not get your
поняла,
hands
в
on a
чем
ticket to a
смысл
local
игры.
game, pack a
Ну,
picnic
возможно, я
basket, and
просто не
spend the day
вникала.
outdoors among locals
Надо
to get
как-то
a taste of
освоить.
true Indian sport culture. The Ganges
О,
River provides
Ганга.
another outdoor activity for nature lovers, while still keeping the focus on experiencing the
Очень
culture.
много идет
Ganges
споров,
is the longest river in India,
что
and serves as
Ганга
the hub of activity in this country.
является грязной рекой, но я хочу опровергнуть этот факт, потому что Ганга проводила исследования и было проверено, что она не загрязнена настолько, насколько говорят. А вот действительно, что нужно там всякая живность, всякие бактерии, они есть, как положено. Но она не такая грязная, как говорят. Это неправда.
One of the many massive ceremonies that take place there. One of the most popular is the Kumbh Mela gathering, which is so big that it's visible from space. Kumbh Mela is the 2-month
Из
mass pilgrimage
космоса.
of those of Hindu faith to bathe in the Ganges. The host city of Allahabad welcomed a staggering 121 million visitors in 2013 and a
120 миллионов.
single day. Even if you're not into crowds, you should still try to buck up and witness this incredible event.
Господи,
I mean,
одни
at least
чего
you'll be
стоят
able to
эти
say
сари.
you were present at the
Они
world's
такие
largest
красочные,
gathering
они
of people.
красивые.
Bragging rights. Kumbh Mela is one of many festivals celebrated in the Indian culture, but the brightest has to be the color festival Holi.
Холи, это моя третья мечта. Я обязательно попаду в этот праздник. Нью-Дели, в Мумбаи, неважно, но я буду в этот праздник в Индии, потому что это вообще, посмотрите, как красиво, это красочно, через экран ты видишь эту краску, а представляете, когда вживую ощущаешь этот темп, этот праздник.
As a matter of fact, color plays a very important role in Indian culture. It's apparent from the traditional clothes, festivals, local cuisine, and even their currency. Yes, with a handful of rupees, you'll quickly see their bright colors and variations in sizes. Even if the note's designers didn't do it on purpose, they seem to symbolically celebrate the diversity of this nation. Indian bills also have braille markings, so that blind people can read their values. How considerate. Another fun fact of the topic of Indian money, it's illegal for foreigners to take rupees in or out of the country. Sorry for the bad news to any of you coin collectors that like to keep different types of money as a souvenir from your travels.
Да, об этом я тоже не
So
знала.
yeah, not just a fun fact, but one you should take note of to avoid any trouble with local authorities. There's no limit on the amount of foreign currency you can bring with you on your visit, as long as you declare any amount over $5,000 US in cash.
Ну,
But then again,
неплохо.
who's carrying that kind of cash on them anyway? Now, Queen fans might be aware of this tidbit, but let's see if you are. Did you know that the iconic band's frontman, Freddie Mercury, was of Indian descent? His birth name was Farrokh Bulsara, and both of his parents were from Bombay. Mercury himself, of
я не
course, was born
знала.
in Tanzania, but still. From beautiful music to beautiful people, India has the highest number of winners from the Miss World competition with a
Да,
total of 6.
одна Айшвария Рай чего
Only
стоит.
Venezuela has produced the same amount of title holders since the beauty pageant started in 1951. The most recent Indian Miss World was Manushi Chiller in 2017. So in addition to the delicious food and fun festivals, you'll also be in the presence of people whose beauty is recognized worldwide. If you get tired of the hustle and bustle, you could also take a day and kick back with some old school board games. You familiar with Chutes and Ladders? Well, this popular classic dates back to ancient Indian times and was known as Moksha-Patan.
Кстати, про Мокша-Патан я слышала, но именно четкое видео я не видела.
The idea of the game was to teach the kids the difference between good virtues and bad vices, represented by the ladders and chutes respectively. Thanks for the good childhood memories, India. So, would you like to go to India?
Ну, насчет Индии, я там не была ни разу, но после моих исследований, после моих просмотров фильмов, истории, она очень богатая, очень красивая страна, она вдохновляющая страна, она очень яркая. Даже несмотря на суету, все куда-то спешат, но для меня она остается сказочной на данный момент. Надеюсь, так и будет после того, как я посещу, как я слетаю в Индию. Я прям... Это сказочная страна. Даже посмотреть по фильмам, по историческим фильмам. Насколько я помню, один фильм, я его очень долго ждала и посмотрела. Фильм называется «Падмавати». Дипика Падукони снимается в этом фильме. Это настолько был такой восторг моих эмоций. Во-первых, игра какая была. Во-вторых, эти здания. Это такая красота, такая, ну, я не знаю, реально ли существует это место или нет. Но если оно есть реально, я слышала, что оно есть. Я обязательно туда попаду, и я сниму вам обалденное видео. Я просто люблю Индию, я влюблена в Индию. И я не знаю, почему, может, когда-то в прошлой жизни я была одной из жительниц Индии, но что-то во мне такое трепетное. Итак, ребята, спасибо вам за просмотр. И я сейчас вам кое-что скажу, что касаемо меня, это очень важно для меня. Каждое мое видео – это волнение для меня. И, возможно, где-то в моих словах, вот даже сейчас, возможно, где-то в моих словах есть ошибки, или где-то я неправильно преподношу вам информацию. Я заранее извиняюсь, потому что я только учусь, step by step. Но, надеюсь, в будущем будет лучше и только лучше. Спасибо вам за то, что вы со мной. Для меня это очень-очень важно. Джай Шри Рам.